Howdy, this is Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Thank you for joining me today in this endeavour to solve a Killer Sudoku at the expert level. I do this on my iPad. I will go through the rules of Sudoku, how the cages influence and make a Killer Sudoku, and then we'll get on to solving it. Alright, let's go. So, there are, for Sudoku, 9 rows, 9 columns, and 9 boxes. In each of the rows, columns, and boxes, we need the unique numbers 1 through 9. So that's pretty much for the Sudoku part. Now in the Killer Sudoku, there's cages. So there's this cage here. So you can see the dotted line that makes a cage, and in the top left-hand corner of each of the dotted lines is a number. Now, the idea of this game is we have to add up the numbers in that cage. So it's pretty easy. That's going to be a 3 because it's only one number and it's a 3. So that is the deal in terms of that. These numbers in here, in these cages, they cannot be the same. So even though this breaks the rule of Sudoku, it cannot be 2 and 2, right? So for 4, it can only be 3 and 1. All right. Now, this is not necessarily a rule, but what it does do is it helps me get a lot of my sort of easy wins in terms of Sudoku. 1 through 9 added together is 45. So, see in this box here, we've got a set of full cages. So every cage fits within that box. So if I add up 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 12 is 32, plus 13 is 45. So you can see that that's what I'm talking about in terms of that. All right, let's get into it and see how we go. All right, so that's a 5 there. Now, this here has a full cage, full cage, full cage, and full cage, and then one spot left. So remember when I add up full cage 45, because of this one spot left, I should be able to add up 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 16 is 26, plus 16 is 42. That means that is going to be, to get to 45, a 3. Alright, now, this is 3 and 1. Because of the rules of Sudoku, 3 can't be there, so this is going to be the 3 and the 1 here. This here is a 6. Now, if it's a 6 with 3 digits, it's got to be 1, 2, and 3. Well, 3 can't be there, so that's a 3. So this is going to be 1 and 2. Alright. This is, so 23, a 3 cage 23 is always 6, 8, 9. But I don't know. And it's cage with just a single number is always a number in its corner. We can see here that we've got a box here with a cage that leaks over. So 21 plus 6 is 27. That will make that 18 to get to 45. 18 from 24 is 6. Alright, so what that means to me is that 6 has to be one of these two here. This is actually a 2, 5. So because 1 and 6 are out, 3 and 4 are out, so that's 2, 5. So 2 can't be there, 2 and 1. So this is going to be a 2, leaving this to be a 1. Okay, so look at this. We've got a row here with everything known except for this one here. So 7 plus 18 is 25, 26, 36, so that's a 9. To get to 10, I need a 1. Okay, so that's alright, that's okay. 1 and 2 there. So this is going to be 1 and 4 because the 3's there, and that's the only other number that can be 2 and 3. 9 and 7 is the only numbers that add up to 16. So this is 1, 4. So this is going to be 2, 8 and 6. So 2 can't be there, so 2 is there. 8 and 6 can be anywhere. This is interesting. 1, 2, 3 means that only numbers that can be 10 is 6 and 4 because the 1 and 9's out, the 2 and 8's out, and the 3 and 7's out. So that's 4 and 6. Now remember I said this was 2, 6 and 8. So 2 and 6 can't be there, so that's got to be the 8. So what that means is 4 and 6. So 1, 2, 3 there. 4, 5, 6. This is going to be 7 and 9. So 7 and 9 added together is 16. So that's got to be a 5. Alright. So 16. So that's 9 and 7. 9 can be here or here in this box because the 9 can't be there and 9 can't add up to that. This is interesting. So 1, 2 and 3 take out a lot of the numbers in the 9. So it takes out the 1 and 8, the 2 and 7 and the 3 and 6. So 5 and 4, 5 can't be there. So that's a 5, leaving this to be a 4. Alright, 6 and 4 there. Remember, this is 4 and 1, so 4 can't be there. So that's a 4, leaving this to be a 1. Right, so 1 can't be there, 1 can't be there, 1 cannot be there because it can't. It's, the highest number I can have is 9 and 8, which is 17, plus 1 is 18, can't be 19, so this is a 1. To get to 6, this has got to be a 2. Excuse me. Now, because I've got that 2, I've got a spare cage here. So 9 plus 6, oh sorry, 19 plus 6 is 25, plus 7 is 32, 35, 37, so that to get to 45 is 8. So this means that this is 9 and 6 here. Alright, so I still don't, so I do know that 9 can't be there because that'd have to be 9 and 4. So that 9 can't be there, 9 can't be there, so that's a 9 there, meaning 9 can't be there, so that's a 9 there, leaving this to be the 6. Alright, so still 2 and 5 here. This is going to be 6 and 7. Because of this 9, 7 here, that can't be a 7, so this is going to be a 7 here, leaving this to be a 6. I've actually got all these numbers added together with a leaky cage here or here, so let's do it this way. 7 plus 12 is 7 plus 12 is 19, plus 15 is 34, 35, 38. So it's telling me that's a 7. Does that make sense? 3. So that there's 2 and 5. So 2 and 5, yes, so that is definitely a 7. Just sometimes I like to check by adding because it's not always the best. So up here is going to be 3 and 8. 3 can't be there, so that's a 3, leaving this to be an 8. So 8 comes down here, 8 comes down up here, so 8's one of these two, 9 is one of these two, and 2. So this is an 8, 9, 2. So remember this was 9 and 7, so that's 14. To get to 21 I need a 7. This is still 6 and 4. 7 comes across here, 7 comes across here. So 7's one of these. This is 9 and 4 here. Don't know any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if that's 9 and 4, that's got to be a 6. Okay. So 6 and 7 can't be there. 9 and 4 can't be there. So this is 5 and 8. 5 can't be there. So that's a 5, leaving this to be an 8. 1. So this can be 3 and 7. Can't be 3 and 7. So this can be 4 and 6, but I can't tell you any more than that. 1, 2's down here. 7's here. So 2 and 7, so that's got to be a 3. Alright. 8 and 4 there. Can't tell you any more than that. 3's going to be one of these two. So 9 and 7 here. So 1, 2, 8 and 9, 6 and 4. 6 can't be there, so that's a 6, leaving this to be a 4. So 4 is up here somewhere. 4 is here somewhere. So 4 is going to be one of these two. Okay. 1, 3. So 8, this is 2 and 6 because 1 and 7's out. So 2 and 6 are here, which I should have known that's because 9 and 7. Okay. 4 and 6 up there, 9 and 4. Just got a little bogged down at the moment, but that's alright, we'll get there. 3 can be here or here, so that means that can't be an 8. 8 can't be there. 8 can't be there. 8 can be the 8 can be there. 8 cannot be there. 8 can be there. I was hoping that was going to give me more than that, but apparently not. 2 is there. 2's there. 6, 9, 7. So 2, 9, 4. So 1, 2. So 4 and 6. 6. 6 can be here, doesn't matter. 1 can be here, here or here. 9 and 8, 9 and 4, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. 5. Oh, look at that, 5 can be anywhere. Alright, just a little, yeah, there's a lot of options that I've got it down to 2 options, but I haven't got, it's just not coming out. So this can be 2 and 7 or 4 and 5. So 8 can't be there. 8 can't be there. 8 can't be there. So 8 is one of these 3. So that leaves me with, if that's an 8, like, let's just go, 8 can't be there, 8 can't be there, 8 can't be there. So that's an 8. That's going to leave me with a 1, 2, 3 and 8 to go. So 1 can't be there, so that's a 1. So 1 now comes down to here or here. Alright, this is 2, 3 and 8. So 8 is here, 2 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4 not there, 4 not there. So 4 is here with 5. So 5 is there. 5 can't be there, so that's a 5 there, leaving this to be a 6. Okay, so 5 comes down here, 5 comes down here, can't be there. So this is 5 and 4. 2, 3, 8, 5, 4. So 7's there. Okay, 7. So that's 12, so that's a 2. 8 comes down here. 8 is going to be here, but 8 can be there with a 2, so that does work. And 8 and 1 works. 9 and 1 works. 6 comes up here, so this is going to help. 6 is there, 4 is there. This is 9 and 4, 4 can't be there, so that's a 4, leaving this to be a 9. So 9 comes down here, 9 comes down here. 9 can't be there because 9 and 3 equals 12 and they don't have a 0. So 9 can be there. Do not rush. Do not rush to that. So actually, that can't be 9 and 1. So that's got to be the 9 there. Caught that one. I nearly made a terrible mistake. Alright, so 7 can't be here, so 7's here. 7 comes across here, so that's a 7, leaving this to be a 2. Okay, still got 9 and 8 here is a problem. 8 here with a 3, so 2 is going to be this one. Right, so this become really, once I figured out the 8 was here, what was 8 plus 6 from 20 was 6, and I had 3 cells left, so it had to be 1, 2, 3. Remember I told you that with that 6 there. So that's how it got to there. 3 can't be here, so that's a 3, leaving this to be an 8. 8 can't be here, so that's an 8 there, leaving this to be the 9. Alright, so exciting. 9 can't be there, 9 can't be there, so that's a 9 there, meaning 9's going to be one of these two. 4 and 5 here, so 4, so this is 3 and 7. 7 can't be here, so that's a 7, leaving this to be a 3. 8 comes down here, 8 comes down here, so that's an 8, leaving this to be a 1. 8 comes across here, 8 comes across here, 8 comes down here, so 8 can be one of these two. Still don't know where. 7 comes across here, so that's a 7, leaving this to be a 9. 9 comes across here, down here and down here, so that's a 9 there. By the way, this has ended up 2 and 4. So because of that 1 there, this has got a bit of, so 4 can't be there. Sorry, 4 can't be there, so that's a 4, leaving this to be a 5. This here is going to be 2 and 6. Because of the 2 there, this is going to be the 2, leaving this to be the 6. Okay, so 2 and 4, 2 and 5. 1 can't be there, so that's a 1. 1 comes down here. 1 comes down here, 1 comes across here, so that's a 1 there. That is 10, 16 to get to 24 is an 8. 8 comes up here, 8 comes across here, so that's an 8 there, leaving this to be a 4. 4 comes down here, so that's a 4 there. 10, 14, got to be 5 to add up to the 19. Alright, so 5 and 2 is up here. 4 must be somewhere. 4 can't be there, so that's a 4, leaving this to be a 2. Working our way up here, that's got to be a 5, leaving this to be a 2. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, and 3, so that's a 3 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, leaving that to be the 7. Alright, so there's another Killer Sudoku puzzle done. Quite enjoyed that. No idea how I solved it, but just kept following the logic and, committing some things to memory, but just keep doing the maths. That is my secret to how you do Killer Sudokus. I hope you got something out of it. I certainly enjoyed it. Till next time, bye for now.